And now for the honorable member, Miss Nima Flue-Bess.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Let me start by first saying a early happy Mother's Day to our mothers as we would celebrate Mother's Day this weekend. At least I'm looking forward for the weekend, and I'm sure mothers are. You know, that's a time where we can be pampered and enjoy a good weekend. Mr. Speaker, I've listened to the minister and I want him to know right off the bat that we are in full support of the bill. And my presentation will be a little different to yours, but we are in support of the bill. Mr. Speaker, when I received this bill, I did some background checking, you know, because I know we had a debate earlier in this year, and so I went back to check to see what was said about this particular upcoming event. And also, I went into the media and searched to see what I can pull up. And newsroom article January the 5th had an article stated Guyana to host T20 semifinals and 5 group games. In this article, I found the dates for the event and the time and so forth. Then on April 30th, I came across another article from Newsroom that spoke to government ensures world-class facilities ahead of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup. And within this article, I want to read exactly what it says. It says that the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport, Director of Sport, confirmed that the pitches at the stadium and practice venues are in prime condition, meeting the expected standards. But there's another paragraph in this article that drew my attention when he said, he further emphasized the ongoing efforts to ensure the completion of remaining works and tickets for the tournament will become available on Thursday, May 2nd, and the handing over and so forth of the venue. Mr. Speaker, when I go to work on, I think it was the day before yesterday, I was pleasantly surprised at this view, where you had the men out there with the World Cup balloon, air it up, and it was all excitement to see the children, the parents, even myself, went to take a photo at the balloon that was there. And it gave me great pride and joy to see that. But Minister, I cannot understand why only now we're passing the legislation and this particular bill is being brought, because I saw our sister nations, CARICOM nations, pass theirs already. So that's something I would like to know. All right. Those I've checked, Trinidad, Barbados, and so forth. So I would like to know why only now for us. Mr. Speaker, I must begin by extending heartfelt congratulations to our fellow Guyanese cricketers, Shamar Joseph, fast bowler, Romario Shepherd, and Chopin Rutherford, all-rounders, Godash Moti, left arm, or what is it? Godakesh, Moti, left-arm spinner, and Shimroy Etimaya batsman on their selection to the West Indies T20 cricket team 2024. To the entire West Indies team, we extend congratulations to you. We eagerly anticipate thrilling matches and ultimately victory at the conclusion of this tournament. Mr. Speaker, the hosting of international competitions demands meticulous planning, as outlined by the ICC and its requirement for delivering world-class venue match, training, immigrations, customs, medical, and security support, among other logistical necessities. Selected countries stand to benefit immensely from global exposure and significant economic injection. That's why we're here today, so that we can pass this bill which makes all of this possible. I listened to the ministers he presented before me, and he highlighted a few things, clauses in the bill. Mr. Speaker, as I look at the bill, I want to look at it in the context of my fellow Guyanese. Cricket is coming to Guyana. We're all excited. At least I'm looking forward to get a free ticket from the minister to go to the game. So, Mr. Honorable Minister, I look forward for a ticket to go to the games with my students, right? Because it's very good that we can see the actual games on play when you have the children there.
Well, we gotta get this ticket every game.
Mr. Speaker, when we look at the bill and we go through it, I look at clause 5 that makes mention of regulation of goods and delivery and so forth. However, on this particular clause, I would like to know what plans are really in place to deal with the traffic and all that is happening on the East Bank. I note Ministry of Housing recently posted a traffic advisory on their page, which I think is commendable, because sometimes you would drive a particular area and then you show up and it's blocked, like coming to Parliament here yesterday. I didn't know the road was blocked, so you had to go all the way around. I mean, these are things that you would see. So I would like to know, or to have an idea, if we will have traffic advisories for the public, because as you know, the East Bank traffic, even though you have the 4-lane highway, how tedious it can be, and hours, long hours of wait commuters can have when it comes to the game. So these are things that I would look forward to have some information on, and I hope that we will see the necessary advisory out on that particular area. And of course, timely advisory. Mr. Speaker, I believe this cricket offers the opportunity for us to emphasize the promotion of our national identity. And the minister made mention of being a patriotic Guyanese. Is there any plans in place at our airports? Because I know this bill speaks to specific areas and so forth that the CWC will be having control over. But are there any specific plans at the airport, for example, where when we have our persons coming in, visitors coming into the country, where they can be given be it a pamphlet, a handbill saying, welcome to Guyana, some brief information about the country, and all of that, because we're promoting our national identity. We know that we cannot go to the venues to do this, but I would like to know, what plans do we have to promote our national identity as people will come to the country? We know the benefits of hosting the championship. This tournament provides an opportunity for us to promote our country. I recall reading a particular article that says that billions of people will be viewing the match, the tournament. That is wonderful. The question I'm going to ask, what experience will we provide as a nation that the persons who will visit our country can go back and say, you know, I had a really good time in Guyana with the food or the exposure or the place that I can visit? Are there plans in place for that to be there? I was hoping when the minister spoke, he would have shed some light on that particular issue, that particular area. Mr. Speaker, an opportunity presents itself, yes, I heard the minister mention about making profits and making money. But at the end of the tournament, at the end of the time in Guyana, what will we as Guyanese be able to say that they would have enjoyed or gained from the tournament? Are there opportunities provided for Guyanese people to really showcase what we have? Only this morning, as I drove past Castellani House, I noted, I actually took a quick photo, that there's an exhibition on old times that is running for a particular period. Things like these provides an opportunity as we have persons visiting during the particular time can be afforded the opportunity to view and take part in such exhibits. Many people will come for cricket. Many people will be watching cricket online, on the live, but the experience that they will gain on the ground will be more promotion for Guyana. So I would like to know what plans are in place for that. I note the venues where the events, the games will be played and the practice sessions. And the question I have, what is being done to enhance our historical sites that are located close to these venues? Because as the players will come, I am quite sure there will be added supporters coming along. I would want to go somewhere to view something or to read something. That is the information I would like to know or to have. The Guyanese people need to know what they can find. You know, Mr. Speaker, even as the event will be hosted on the East Bank, the games will be played at Providence. The question I have, I know the clause in the bill, it caters for the minister securing a particular area where the persons or individuals in this particular area informed, notified prior that, hey, these are thing restrictions that will be taking place during these games so that they will not feel left out of the process. As a patriotic Guyanese, it is important that we show respect for all, because if I'm doing business all year in a particular area and then I have to remove, then at least the simple courtesy of someone coming early and say to me, you will have to cease your business here for the time or close your shop or something during a particular time. I would like to know if such engagement was done, and I hope it was, because this is very important even as we portray our image. Mr. Speaker, with the very thought of us highlighting, showcasing what it really means to be Guyanese, I got up this morning And I actually went about creating a little brochure, Welcome to Guyana, put our national motto on it. But inside of it, what I did is promotion. I picked out cricketers, past cricketers from Guyana who played on the West Indies team. Remember, we have an opportunity to showcase our country. Even though you cannot do it at the stadium or these particular venues, it is something that can be done. So can the Honorable Minister let me inform this House as we proceed, what plans do we have to really showcase? It's a perfect opportunity for us to showcase that Guyana is known for producing a lot of players on the West Indies team. Better yet, we have 5 players on the team this time around. We should have, as a nation, prepare our own brochures on our players. It's our national pride. It's an opportunity to celebrate. It's an opportunity to really showcase who we are as Guyanese people. Mr. Speaker, with this opportunity to showcase sports tourism, I trust that we as a nation will ensure that we are really felt and seen on the global stage, our culture. You know, as I prepare for this bill, I reflect on how cricket brings people alive and bring people together. You know, when people are watching cricket next door, the neighbor and everybody, and somebody scores 6 runs, you hear the echo of voices throughout the neighborhood, and they scream and they shout, you know. You know the voices. When Shamar bowl and get a wicket, you hear the voices. And while all of this is going on, they might get an ad about Guyana, might pop up somewhere, but the people remember seeing the ad because why? They're so excited. They're so jubilant that they missed it. But we have a perfect opportunity on the ground in our country to ensure that as visitors come in to view these matches, they can really take back piece of Guyana with them and share. That, I believe, will encourage more people, more persons from around the world would want to come and experience our country. I use sports specifically because I know persons will say, you know, this got over to tourism. But sports in itself is a tourism. An opportunity to view grounds where our players would play or villages that our players grew up in is part of tourism. It's a perfect opportunity. And so, even as we stand full support in this bill, with all the clauses it gives permission, I trust that as the tournament objective seeks to connect with the world, entertain the world, inspire the world, and bring excellence to the world, Guyana will be able to connect with the world in and out of Guyana, entertain the world with our arts, our craft, our cultural heritage, inspire the world from our diversity, and most importantly, provide an excellent hosting of the games. I thank you as we continue to work.